still waiting after this one. And this is an elimination best of 3 to see who will have their spot in the grand finals of the NSG Renegades tournament.
Indeed it is. Pistol round starting out. Cloud9 on defense here. Good bit of start cover out on Heaven to allow of Immortals to cross to the site. The spike will go down quickly, but this can be a 5v5 retake. We have the Killjoy up for Cloud9 as well. The breach as well, but we see a very similar look from Immortals as what we saw against T1. This Immortals squad had a very solid attack against that T1 squad. If they can translate that here against Cloud9, they would definitely be well positioned to take this one. Neptune has a good angle on the Heaven players and now knows there is the jet up top, but damage is being dealt to both teams. Shock darts coming through. The health is so low, but Genghsta's opening things up. Neptune trying to one more. jmoh and Neptune again. It's all down to Vice here. Sully crashing down for Cloud9 on the pistol.
Oh, Vice, nothing you can really do there except stand and watch as the bullets start spraying around you and firepower to clear out all of Heaven. And Heaven is such a valuable position on this retake. You drop down, you don't know what's coming, you don't know if anyone's under hell, but here's the first kill. Vice, triple headshot straight into Genghsta off the Bulldog burst, and now there's 2 more to find, but they're dancing around. They can hold this position. Neither of them have to move, and the fact that Relyks gets hit by his own teammate's fault line makes it a little bit more difficult, but they've cleared it out, and Vice has dropped for the triple. A first round on the board for Cloud9, and they make it look so easy despite the lack of utility, despite the lack of manpower.
And a couple kills going their way could change things massively. The Rolling Thunder might just pull it back. Genghsta is able to get 1. Neptune chimes in as well. 3v3 back to the way of Immortals now as they're things down. Shot up has a good little reposition, a chance for 2, and he's gonna land both headshots. Looking for one last shot up again with the Sheriff. 3 kills on the Sheriff. The first impeccable, and that final shot was more than impressive. Shot up, bringing it back for the side of Immortals as the pistols strike to bring them to a 3-1 lead. With his aim against T1 on both. But now Shot up is here to stay. Shot up blind. It's not going to matter. He mows down both, and Neptune might just miss the opportunity to get the flank, and indeed he does. Relyks chimes in. But it's down to Vice here to help out on the A side. Might just wait for his teammates to come back and help him out on the retake, though. There is an upgrade. Whatever Neptune had is now in the hands of Cloud9. They should definitely go for this. It's going to be a Phantom for Relyks. Sully. And they're looking to get a 4-1 lead over Cloud9. Shot up a third kill. That's 6 in as many in 2 rounds. That's a fantastic bit of work from him. He still has chance for more. 4v2, those should stabilize things for Immortals. Shot up, spots out one more. That's Vice coming up the ramp. But I think he'll exit out with one of his teammates. Maybe go the safe way through Garden. Either way, though, Vice will get jmoh down for the count. That's a good pick. Maybe something picked up for the side of Cloud9. Vice with another shot up, though, with the ace. Comes through the wall and
goes over, but doesn't go over the wall. So Relyks, he's alive and he has the first kill, but they have the B bomb site for now. Alert being called out here as Vice takes down a second. Mitch is stuck in this fight as TenZ comes and finds him. It's now just down to 1. What can he do here theoretically? jcStani, not much, as Relyks finds him in the back with the operator. One atmosphere and find themselves so many invites, but ultimately I think with a loss of shot that's going to hurt a lot, but he lands himself a spot on the Immortals lineup, and I think it's very well deserved as Vice, he himself has got to earn a spot. He goes down, not much he can do for Cloud9 on this B bomb set as Neptune finds a double. Great stuff from both the Morning Light players. Is now a 2 versus 3. The sniper finally go down eventually. Unfortunately, Genghsta has no idea what to do now. He's stuck by the lockdown and stuck in the back of the boathouse. Mitch finds his head and makes it a 3rd round for Cloud9's.
Time is still on the factor for Immortals. It's still in their face just a bit. Vice will not get that initial duel against jcStani. Vice will finally win it, and Relyks well, Relyks through the wall does some damage, but nobody can get Neptune. In comes Mitch on the operator, salvage for TenZ, and he's going to pick up shot up. jmoh now 1v4, will go for a flick, but not able to land the shots. Secondary role because TenZ is so prolific with the sniper, but he's still making a lot of work happen. But speaking of making work happen, shot up's going to chime in with 1. Mitch will trade it back, but here it's time for TenZ to shine once more. He's getting back, though he has to dash away. Out comes the Sheriff, but it's Mitch to land a second. TenZ up against jmoh, but Mitch with a 3rd.
One enemy remaining.
But it's all down to a low HP jmoh. He might manage one more. Does, but he is shut down again. Mitch biding his time. This all rests on his shoulders. Here's the footsteps. The dash goes through, but here it comes. The swing comes through. Mitch 1-2. Shinobi chimes in for a 3rd. Vice with a 4th here. And jmoh will manage one more, but it's not going to be enough. TenZ will shut him down.
Can you put in another B play? In they come and out they go. Mitch has to dart. He has to stay alive here. He has the operator on this side, and TP goes in as well. They're trying to make this work, but shinobi, they're holding it down. A really good ult from TenZ and shinobi as one goes dashing through, and down they both go. shinobi has taken 2 lives for the price of 1. His shot up finally gets a trade back, but at what cost? At what cost indeed? Because they haven't stepped through onto this site, and it's a 2 versus 3 now, Boggs.
And the spikes down in the full view of Cloud9. Relyks eliminates Genghsta, leaving it all down to Neptune. For young Neptune. Instead, it's going to be
30
all
seconds left.
3 Cloud9 players ready for him. They all know where he's coming from. Neptune will walk into a massive barrage, and it's Relyks with the operator to put him down. And it already starts off well with one initial pick. The pick's going to come in towards A, though. Neptune forced away, will follow the TenZ. And now it's going to be jmoh to go 1 for 1 as well, but jcStani is still here, and he's making his presence known. The site has been given up a retake in. However, jcStani has yin-yang with his opposition, and shot up is with him. Genghsta's working his way through the gardens as well. Nobody's coming up long, and that's where TenZ is. The dark cover goes up, but shot up sends shinobi down, and it's all down to TenZ, who swings for 1. Low HP on shot up 2. TenZ has another, and he's looking for the clutch. He is getting forced away. Low HP on both these 2 players. jcStani caught in the open, though. jcStani taking all the damage, and TenZ is going to pull it off. That was a 1v3, wasn't it, Sully? Paint shells come through. Genghsta trying to do what he can with the Odin. Not able to do much, however. Now shot up has been forced away as well. jcStani will find one from under, and a second shot up pops for a third from up top. jcStani and shot up holding down the B site. jcStani 3 from under, shot up 2 from above. And it's a critical round for Immortals to bring them back into this game, give them some life. Let Immortals sweat here. jmoh has a lot of work to do to hold things down. In goes the nano swarm, though. Shot up's gonna run right into it. jmoh swings. He's gonna take too much damage, though, but he knows now where one more is. That's gonna be huge. Shot up with 3 again. Shot up is unstoppable right now, Sully. He's just tapping heads at a whim. Genghsta surely. Are they gonna go for this?
It can't be. They can't go for a save. They know the risk. They know the casualties, and jcStani has found the opening. Genghsta, he gets that information, and they're bringing this back, Buck. We knew they couldn't go for it, and Genghsta has just won it for them. 2 versus 3, and they both stay alive. 1 barely, but 1 stands strong. It's 7 on the board here for the Immortals.
The pistols are very advantageous. The shadows comes through, but TenZ not able to capitalize on it, but neither is jcStani in turn. TenZ eliminated by shot up, who's going to continue to push forward, has the overheal now. He's going to continue to try and make an entry onto the site. Showstopper is out, but shinobi's eliminated. Shot up. jcStani, meanwhile, takes down Mitch. Relyks, though, from the back lines with the frenzy in hand. Will get mowed down, though, by Genghsta and jmoh. It's all down to Relyks, and Genghsta continues to hold down Mouse 1. Odin reigns supreme in the boathouse. They're going to rotate out through Cat towards Garden, at least early on. Could rotate up through middle, but that Odin's going to be a tough gun to deal with.
30
the shadows go onto the B site. Goes shinobi. That could open things up. Shot up, though, has dropped Relyks, and he's going to push down onto shinobi as well. More opportunities for shot up, and a third. Healing once more. Now Genghsta will finish the job on device, and Sully started so well for Cloud9. That was the first pick for them. But
they've still got faith. They've got full faith that Genghsta knows what he's doing, and to be honest, in the past rounds, he knows exactly what's up. He sits back, he waits, he watches. It's a one-way. Neptune, he goes swinging, and he goes big. Can he find more, though? Yes, he can. Neptune and Genghsta. That's from across the map, Boggs. That's from across the map, and the Hunter's Fury travels an insane distance to locate 2. And now here comes the lead back for Immortals, up by 1, 11 to 10. And you've got 3 to fill the spot. I mean, you've got Shot Up, you've got Neptune. Both have been playing really good together for quite some time. And jcStani, he's been flushed out early in this round, unfortunately. And that's the problem, is that it's just Neptune. This isn't the B set where you got Genghsta's insane Odin spray down. You've just got Neptune here. Shot Up has arrived, and you know what he can do. And you know what he brings to the table. He's already brought 1, but down goes Neptune. And now it's time for Shot Up to step to the plate, and he's found a second. 3 bullets in the magazine. Has to go for the reload. It's a 3v3 retake now. And you've got to be careful. jmoh's got another on the 9s, but Shot Up, him and Genghsta have to work together. They're the B-site players, and they're getting it done. It's just just down to Vice in a 1 versus 2 to tie the game up and tie it. He will not. Shut up. Comes up big again with another triple and gives Immortals map point on Ascent. Stretch the defense a little bit thin as Shot Up was going to make a very long rotation and wait even longer, but oh, jmoh full blind finds the first in Genghsta. You know what his own is capable of. You know what they're capable of, and there it is, Immortals. They take map number 1. They were down 10-4, Boggs, and they bring it back 13-10. 9 rounds straight in a row, and Immortals stay strong as they take map 1 of Ascent and lead the series 1-0. The whole game plan of any split attack is, as the name says, split the sites. Try and go heaven, try and go straight on the east site, but they're all going into heaven instead. They're trying to dominate this position. They've done exactly that and even more. Shot Up at least gets a consolation kill, but on a 4 versus 2, what can Genghsta do? He's no longer on that Sova Odin, but he's still on the Phoenix. And he's staying alive. He's reborn in this round in a 2 versus 3. It's winnable, but he's got to hold his gun, and he cannot go down unless Shot Up has got to find something big now.
Last player standing.
Indeed, the paranoia will keep Genghsta blind, and he will go down to shinobi. It's a good pistol round victory from Cloud9.
With only 30 seconds left to play with.
They've really dug themselves into a hole thanks to jcStani's great bit of utility. They're going to walk into Shot Up, though, in heaven. He's going to send 3 of them to hell, 2 that time, and 1 more on the initial entry onto the site. All down to Vice now as he drops down. jcStani buying time, just baiting out the peaks. Will eventually win that duel. It's a little messy, but it doesn't matter. Pillar. This could be deadly and dangerous. Both players coming from the same angle, though, but Neptune might just catch one off. Will get caught out instead. In comes the fault line, but both players dodge. The paranoia will force them back. shinobi a chance on 1. Down goes Neptune. jmoh has to swing, but he walks into too many players, and it's shinobi with 3.
And this is where Immortals start to crumble just a little bit because you leave just 1 guy there. Ooh, Neptune, he avoids it. He avoids the paranoia and gets the kill. Neptune trades it back to a 4 versus 4, and now jcStani, he's all alone on this side. jmoh's up above, but he's all alone on the bottom side, and he's got to hold it down. 4 players approaching, and 1's created so much space as jmoh finds the first and leaves jcStani in a little bit more of a comfortable position. Goes swinging and goes big. He's found 2 in his position, and it's just Vice in a 1 versus 3.
Magnificent work from jcStani on the side, but Vice is able to answer back with 1 more. Has the fault line ready, will throw it out, but it's not going to do all that much. It doesn't have the spike either. It's down on site. jmoh's watching the angle, as is Neptune, and jmoh's operator will send Vice to the grave. Very disciplined Valorant. They have not been over-aggressive.
On my wire.
And it's been very successful for them so far. Neptune's going to get all the info he needs.
Neptune.
1 and 2 up the ropes. 3 on the round. The time might fail the kill for shinobi. No! Neptune's able to flicker around and land the headshot through the wall. 4-3 now. Flawless anti-eco from Immortals.
I see why now. They're trying to force these heaven players to back away, and they're just going to wait out the time. Shot Up, he's not moved an inch, but soon he's got to make a move, and move he has. He's moved 1 player off the server, and down goes shinobi as jmoh finds another. A great hold. Shot Up hold is there. He doesn't care what the ultimate is. He doesn't care the situation he's in, and same with Neptune. They lock it down, and while they've gained control, they have to back away as the B bomb site is filled with 3 players waiting.
This is just confidence in the teammates from Immortals. Shot Up goes for that kill, has faith in his teammates to get the trade and make sure he doesn't die. Or even if he does, they still trade it back. Relyks will get 1 on the board as he'll take out jcStani with the showstopper, but all things considered, it's a very lackluster round from Cloud9. A perfect setup goes awry. Shot Up comes in to hit Relyks in the side of the head. 5 on the board now for Immortals.
You get this fourth. I think going into second half, they're going to be a lot more confident, but Shot Up, he's got a lot of it in him as well. Rocket. Oh, that's missed. That didn't connect, but it doesn't matter. Follows up on the second with the Phantom and brings it to a 4 versus 5 in favor of Immortals.
He could hit the corner there, Sully, but Shot Up doesn't need the showstopper to stop the push here. He's picked up 2, and he's going to go for more. Satchel in, but he goes to his grave as Mitch is there to hold it down. Neptune's just going to lock down the ropes, not get over aggressive. Good wise play by him. jcStani's watching heaven, but Genghsta might make his move up the ropes. There is the information that Cloud9 are in middle, but once again, are Cloud9 going to be able to make anything happen off of this control? They've failed so far. Down the jump goes, and Neptune's got an easy kill. Neural Theft goes through. He'll have the spot that 1 more is in ropes. He'll put down a cage, but go aggressive again. Genghsta's holding on to that heaven angle. Has jcStani watching as well. The dark cover will fade soon enough, and Mitch will be exposed. The paranoia comes through, though. Mitch dives in, but right into Genghsta, right inside of the the vision of the dart of the paranoia, and Genghsta's gonna follow up onto shinobi as well, trying to break the streak of Immortals, something they needed. But ShotUp's gonna start things off, a flawless win against Vice to win that duel. Neptune's working in as well as Genghsta. They don't have the Sova information, but they still do have Cypher of Neptune. TenZ is holding back lines. They seem all huddled up towards the exit points. This could come down to just a flurry of bullets. Mitch will get one, TenZ will get another, and he'll have the overheal as well. Genghsta unable to find anything. It's Mitch to swing, and Cloud9 will escape with at least one of the last 2 rounds, and a critical round to give them something else to work with.
Rounds. A single pistol round win brings them back to a tied scoreline. Transition to the attacking side is so difficult, and jmoh has just given his life for Mitch. That is not the play you want to go for.
What was jmoh thinking there? I'm highly confused. And that's going to give Cloud9 pretty much free reign of both sides too. But ShotUp's trying to bring things back. He's blind and he gets caught by TenZ. It's all down to Genghsta. But that early aggression just yields nothing but bad results for Immortals. And they've chucked a potential 8-4 scoreline out the window here. Genghsta nowhere to run. The rolling thunder will keep him stunned, and the flames will only do so much. He's getting flanked and somehow gets one more. If Genghsta pulls this off, this would be an Alamo-esque clutch here. You have the old Genghsta. You can use your ultimate. It's the last round. Throw it out there if you want to give your team something. At least go for pride. But he'll walk right into shinobi. Concerned. But still, Immortals have some bite with the pistols, but Relyks is going to drop ShotUp first, and that's a great opening pick. A perfect player to take down first. TenZ chimes in, 2 headshots, making a third for TenZ. And this is the TenZ we needed to see, Sully. This is the TenZ we've been missing the entire game so far, both on Ascent and here on Split. But if TenZ is going to show up like that, Cloud9 have new life. They have new blood.
Could be an A hit alongside jmoh, who will now be that solo lurk. He's drawing rotations, and ShotUp is drawing the kill out. Just one more to find, but it's TenZ, and TenZ is the danger man. By himself, he equates to 2 of Immortals, and can he hold this down? Yes, he
30
can.
seconds
He's
left.
delayed them. They can't move any further. TenZ still being that threat. Shinobi's made that rotation. He won't be cleared out. He's been given that kill, and he stays alive. He's looking for more, and there's only 20 seconds left. The delay has caused enough time, and TenZ is repositioned, but here they come. 3 kills to find, and he's the only one that can do it. There's nobody on this side. The first is his, and he dances around. He's looking for more. They both cross his line of sight. Goes for the pistol and pulls out a second in this one. 3 in total, and still holds on to the gun. He will go down, but there is no time. TenZ has won the round, and Cloud9 have got the lead. ShotUp activated, but boy, oh boy, ShotUp's become a little bit outdated. And now TenZ, he's on the server, he's alive, and he's kicking it. Vice holds on to this B site. 2 for him, a third not going to be available to him. ShotUp takes him down, and now they've got the guns. This is good for Immortals. They've taken down 3, and they've got 3 left. They've got 3 guns to play with, but TenZ, he's crept out the catwalk. ShotUp hasn't spotted him. This is so much been created, but TenZ looks the wrong way, but he still gets the kill. ShotUp has lost that fight, a big fight he's lost. And now jcStani, he himself will find a similar fate. How has this round gone back the way of Cloud9? ShotUp had to win that fight, and now Neptune, there's nothing he can do, and again, TenZ pulls up big. He does it 2 rounds in a row, and the 9th is Cloud9.
Now run it back goes through, curveball goes out, but the counter flash comes in from Vice, double comes through, but somehow Genghsta's still alive. ShotUp has capitalized with the kill onto shinobi, and he'll do the showstopper out. Not gonna get a kill though. He still knows there's somebody else. Vice backside though, eliminated by jmoh, and the tide is turning. ShotUp has dropped Relyks. TenZ will trade out onto Genghsta, but it's down to TenZ and Mitch. Make it just Mitch, as ShotUp will find a hat trick, and Mitch will probably just try and save here, else we're out onto A, but no such luck for him. But still, 30 seconds to go. Nobody's
30 seconds
either
left.
way. But in it comes. Down goes Relyks. Still Vice on site. Has a chance for more. He will get 2, but jmoh will do the same. Neptune is low on health, however, and he has been capped off by Mitch in heaven. Rotations coming through to B. The spike yet to go down. It will indeed, and jmoh's popped the blades. But still, he has Genghsta with him. jmoh unable to find anything, though. Genghsta 1v3. Has the first, and he has to rotate. No curveball, but he could get a hot hands with 1 more kill. Falling away. Peek by 1. Holds down mouse 1, but Mitch is... Genghsta so close and yet so far. It seems that much like Cloud9, they've struggled on the offense, despite the fact that Immortals have 3 duelists. But jmoh's going to open things up very nicely. Genghsta's going to push up into heaven as well. Shinobi is in a dark cover, shrouded out. Pops Relyks though, but Shinobi has fallen to Neptune. Showstopper in from Relyks. He has too many different angles to peek from. and he'll take down Genghsta and follow up, but not the kill onto shahzam. Does some significant damage though, but still 3v2 in the favor of Immortals, and jmoh still has his operator to shut down these rotations. Mitch counters with one of his own, but jmoh trades it out. Vice 1v2 out on the scaffolding. No plant coming through from jcStani, who will peek and do some damage, and it's jcStani to bail out jmoh as he did not connect the operator's shot.
Back to middle, and Mitch, he hasn't moved. He hasn't budged. Not a single shot rings out, and even when it does, it's not enough to take him down. Shinobi's flushed out. It's just down to one. TenZ in the 1v3 clutch, and he's got a phantom, and he's got a chance.
He does indeed. TenZ with a sheriff shot to open things up. Still sticking with the sidearm, but it's going to be Neptune to finish him off here. 10-10 now the score line. Angles at once could get caught off here. Mitch should be able to eliminate Genghsta if he clears the corner properly. The flashbang goes in, and Genghsta's down and dead to right. jmoh misses, and jcStani falls. Mitch is doing it all. The sidearm's out, and jmoh lands the health. 8 points of health. And now the spike has been tapped, but it can't. It's being held. It's being held by Vice. jmoh has to peek this. Surely, you know, Vice is off. Does he have the time? Yes, he does, Sully! Vice and Mitch have pulled off the impossible! But shahzam is low. He's 4 HP, so it's kind of essentially a 2v2. They just have to eliminate shahzam because shahzam can still be deadly with that low health. TenZ, though, catches jmoh out for free. shahzam eliminates Mitch, but it's a 2v1, and it's TenZ alive. The Empress activated in the overheal in full effect. He can go intangible. He can do whatever he needs. The first phase is Genghsta, and that's perfect for TenZ. He lines up with shahzam as well. That's going to get map point to Cloud9.
All TP even, and the lockdown in place. shahzam stuck in the heavens. He's got nowhere to run. He's looking for some space, but there are 2 players on his backside, and with 4 seconds until he's locked down, he's not going to get anything. 3 versus 5, and we might just be seeing that third and final map box, because who's waiting in watch? It's TenZ. Genghsta, he has created some space, but down he goes. Great flash from TenZ, and it's 3 to find, 3 to go, and TenZ has made it 1, as now it's just Genghsta. He's got no HP, and ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the third map with TenZ closing it with the hat trick. 13-10 on map 1, 13-10 on split, and we find ourselves on Haven as we look to see who will go to the grand finals. This is the map that Immortals got stomped on as well, so this is a little bit difficult. Split and Haven were definitely not their pieces of the pie. Mitch finds the first, though. This triple duelist lineup works really well on the attacking side and is presented. TenZ and has found a second. Quick stuff already. They go to the C site instead. They had full control of B, but they decided to wrap around. Genghsta has no choice but to sit back and watch. A 4v3 now on the pistol round, and the spike is already down here. And this is difficult for Immortals to play around, because look at this angle being held. There are 2 players watching the defensive spawn, and it's warranted in both the kills. Genghsta only able to find 1 in that engagement. Leaves Neptune, the new boy for Immortals, in a 1 versus 3.
Neptune, he does have the skill to be able to pull this off, but will he be able to? Will get a dink and a follow-up kill onto Relyks, tapping away onto the fellow Cypher, eliminates Vice, and it's all down to him versus Shinobi. Time. It's there for Neptune if he wins this duel. Taps the spike, walks around, has the dome, and I believe he has it, Sully. I think Neptune might have just won this.
It's gonna be close. Has he got it? He doesn't.
Holy!
1.12 seconds. A single second longer. Short again. Neptune already takes the first. Even used the neural threat because he's got so many kills already. They know where it's coming, but Shinobi, he's got 1 to show for. jcStani, he did it before on the B side of a scent or a split where he had to sit in the back, but he can't get it done here on this C side. He goes down and shahzam. This is where he needs to come alive. We mentioned it was gonna be the battle of both TenZ and shahzam, but currently Cloud9 with just pistols bogs are getting it done. Immortals down to just 1. jmoh, he's been on the jet all series long, and he's got to get it done here, but no. Mitch around the corner, the sheriff in his face, and Cloud9, they've got the better of them with just pistols to play with. They net their first round, and hey, they're going for a flank, but that trip player has sold their plan. They've already got it. They've already tapped the spike. They're already sticking it, and while TenZ has sprayed them down, there's more to come. 2 versus 3. Shinobi's on the flank, and they're not ready for it. They're 100% not ready. Shinobi strikes for 1. Shinobi backs away, and there's no time for shahzam. A 1 versus 2 bogs. He can tap the spike all day long.
No.
Wait, they stuck it, and he just won it. Shut up. I did not think they stuck it to app, and he gets it all the way. He gets it, Boggs. Quick tag already. That's a little bit scary as jmoh, he will get the trade. Catches TenZ with the leer out. And he will take him down. A big player loss because they knew that was the sealer. They peek down, they see nothing else. They know it's an A hits, and they've got 5 players, not to mention Shot Up still alive in the back of the site. There's a player in the heavens. Shot Up, what can he find? Mitch has taken him down, but they knew Shinobi was up top, and now it's down to just 2. Make it just 1 is... It is now down to Mitch, 1 versus 2. But he's got the first 2 bullets in the mag. He's got confidence. No. Nearly finds the headshot onto jcStani, but a 4th there for Immortals.
And Phantom out in the hands. There's going to be a flash up. The smoke goes through. Mitch goes in, but jmoh's eliminated 1. jmoh's live. He's going to run into Mitch. Down goes shinobi 2. Vice will trade, as will Relyks in a 2v2. Just about as soon as we started this execution onto the site. But C has been left a little bit alone. Vice trying to cross through garage. Genghsta will spot that Cypher cage. The camera goes up. Genghsta should have heard it. But Neptune has to lock things down. Relyks walks into him, and now they all know where the last player is. It's Vice in a 1v2 getting split upon, and Genghsta catches him out. The timing goes his way. A spike plant comes through from Cloud9, but it's far from enough, Sully, as Immortals will move to a 5-1 scoreline.
Evading the shots from TenZ, and they've still got the man advantage with the Empress of Darkness called upon. Will Shot Up through the save. He won't as he goes down. Genghsta looking for that trade, gets it through the barrier, and now it's just down to 2. TenZ and Relyks, the stars of the show, and they've got to line up. They've got to align here as TenZ, he sits and waits, finds the first and darts away. He's still got an intangible adjustment to be made, and Relyks, 1 versus 2, has got it down to just 1. 70 HP, and the spike, it's being tapped, it's being stuck. Genghsta, he's held onto it, but he's got off it now. They're dancing around the boxes. Who comes out on top? It's Relyks to find Cloud9 their 2nd round.
Shinobi has a good angle in towards garage. Will take a bit of damage, though. Still does have Vice helping out in through garage. Shinobi finally gets pushed in. He gets traded out, but I don't know if Immortals are going to be able to get anything back here. Genghsta looking for something, but the neural theft comes in from Vice. That's going to reveal the positions, but Neptune trades him out. 3v2 on the retake here for Immortals as time is starting to tick a little lower. TenZ is still alive, though. He's on the boxes. He's dropping 1. He gets traded out by jmoh. Mitch is low, and I think time might have just expired. It doesn't matter, though, because Mitch will win that duel.
First, Neptune. Neptune. Oh, Mitch. He's got the better of him in so many ways. Mitch swings around the corner. And Neptune swinging for the hills. A shinobi again and again. Cloud9 finally getting that success. It seems the same story for all 3 of these maps. Cloud9 are always on the come up. They're always on the comeback. And, well, they've brought it all the way back here on Haven. It is a 2v5. Make it a 1v5 and a classic for jcStani. This round, call me crazy, but I think Cloud9 are going to win this box. I think. Here for the side of Immortals, and they're storming the C site. Tripwire goes up. There's only 1 man. jcStani. jcStani stands. He's got 2. Can't find the 3rd, but he's created a chance for Genghsta, who unfortunately can't capitalize. It's just down to 1 and jmoh, and a 1v2 to end the half, 7-5, or else we go to a tied scoreline to start things off in half number 2.
Cage triggered.
Genghsta has to get at least 1 there to give Immortals a chance, but it's a brilliant bit of work there by Cloud9 to take the site. jcStani did so much to bring it back. It's not going to be enough. jmoh darts through. He's pushing forward, but Shinobi and Vice, even if jmoh took out 1, he would have been traded out by the other. And Cloud9 grabbed themselves a 6th round. A huge finish to a slow start here on Haven.
You need the rest of your team with you. They're holding. Time is ticking. The spike is ticking. And nothing is happening. Vice swings out. Triple burst. Finds another through the smoke. Vice. Hello, Genghsta now. He's standing amongst them all. 1 versus 3. Got it down to just 2, but he can't find TenZ. TenZ sends him to the heavens above, and Cloud9 take their 7th round and kick it off with a pistol round worst. Relyks, the timing, Shot Up, escapes into garage here. And again, it's Relyks. 4 HP, keep this in mind. Both players insanely low with Shot Up. He's got the angle, Relyks isn't looking, and Shot Up. 1v1, a thrifty round indeed, as it was just pistols and Immortals. Fogs, they're not done with this game just yet. They've brought it now within 2 once more. But ultimately, Immortals, they're not done yet. This is their map. This is one of their best, but unfortunately, TenZ is showing why he is still the best. He's still to be reckoned with on this server, and TenZ makes it look so damn easy. A triple as he leaps out in front of the smoke, and Neptune. Neptune, nothing you can do to win that round. 7-11. One more to go, and they've got themselves series in grand final advancement points. The TenZ we want to see. This is the TenZ that everybody loves. This is the TenZ that we need. He gets the first, and he's got that information, and 3 have arrived. Bladestorm out. What can Mitch get? Nothing. Neptune and jmoh have denied, but Relyks in the afterlife. He's created the slightest of hopes that Booma connects onto 1 and even finds Neptune on such low HP. This is winnable now. TenZ, he's got a rifle in his hand, and what does he got? He's got an ultimate in full HP. TenZ, Leers go out both, and TenZ wins the first. Goes intangible, doesn't take the heal. He might have wanted that instead. Neptune still have that HP advantage. Genghsta, full blind still gets it, and Vice of all people, has struck, and there it is. Cloud9 have round number 12, Boggs. 1 more to go, and it's done.
Will do some damage as Empress is out as well. Shot has 1 too. The Leer goes through, but Shinobi with 1. Neptune there for the trade, and he'll upgrade to a Phantom as well. Shot huge frag on the Vice, however, and that could bring the advantage back into Immortals' hands, but still they need 4 rounds straight to bring it to overtime. That's a very tall task indeed, especially with TenZ still alive and kicking. Mitch and Relyks working their way in as well. Genghsta is cleared, but he's not eliminated. Mitch will trade, but no, he can't! Genghsta 2 kills. TenZ has to fall. He has a Vandal, but he had a teammate on a Bulldog, so the money not great for the side of Cloud9. TenZ is getting wrapped in from all sides. Shot up with a stinger to put him to bed. 9-12 now, and we're not done just yet. Leer goes up. Relyks trying to hold down the site. The showstopper is popped. He will send it, but it's going to connect with nothing. His shots, however, do. jmoh falls. Neptune, Vice, jcStani, and TenZ all finding frags. It's now devolved into a 2v2. TenZ still spraying. The neural theft is there. The lineup, but Genghsta will shut him down. The spike plant coming through, and it's Vice in a 1v2. We've seen Vice win these before this game, Sully. Vice trying to do it again to win the matchup with the first. Goes for the second, but Genghsta is there to end it. Not the game, but end the round. The heroic visions of Vice has been shut down.
Nothing connects in Vice. Vice alone is no more. He's got teammates all around him. It's Genghsta. He kicks down 1. Genghsta with a second. jmoh shuts down Mitch, and we are going to overtime. Shinobi can't get the second, and they can't get 13. 12-12, and it's written in the stars, ladies and gents. Overtime on map number 3. It's a lineup. I think it's going to get rid of TenZ, and they will be discerning of his position, but Vice, he's playing this lurk. Did not expect that. Shot up. He finds 1. Shot up finds 2. Can he find a 3rd? He's holding on to this game barely, ever so slightly, as Vice finally will put an end to his antics, leaving Genghsta to die alone. 13-12 in Cloud9. That's the start they were looking for.
They have 3 on C in a fast rotation. The dark cover goes out, but it's an Odin to watch the cross, and TenZ is just going to push on forward. The Leer goes through, but no kills coming through just yet. Genghsta shot up, 2 quick kills. Spike goes down. Shot up gets mowed down, but no more further from TenZ just yet. 4v3, but jmoh is low. Time starting to tick away, but there's plenty of it for Cloud9 on this retake. All 4 remaining players of Immortals are out and removed from this B site. Smokes and cages going up to try and facilitate a ninja, but jmoh's watching from up above. Down goes Mitch. The defuse is being stuck though. Vice has 2. Genghsta 1 more, but through the wall. Surely not. Neptune swings into the nick of time, saves it all. We're not going to have another shot up moment right now, Sully. The ninja defuse will not come through. We're also not going to finish this game just yet. We're going to second overtime.
He could go for a spam. jmoh's been revealed. They all know where they are coming from, and as Relyks takes down the first. The heavy hitter shot up is out in jmoh. He does get the opposing Reyna, so they go head for head. They go blow for blow. Genghsta's got another. A 4 versus 3 off of the shock dart. And then once the spike goes down, we're at a standstill in a 4v3 retake.
Relyks still up close to the connector area, but Genghsta's gonna win that duel again. He's just been on another level here on Haven, a lineup for Vice, but he only gets 1. Genghsta finally eliminated by Mitch, but it's jcStani to win the round, and now it's Immortals who have match point.
Both Genghsta and Cloud9, and they're taking on one of them. Cloud9 have to win this round to send us to a 3rd overtime. Smokes go down, and there's a start. Mitch, jmoh trades it back, but there is a crossfire being held. Relyks can no longer hold it, though. He's still holding on, though. He's still holding mouse 1. He's still looking for kills. Relyks reloads. Down he goes. It's a 3 versus 2. And Shinobi, here he comes, and it's TenZ, the young gun, to try and win this one out. He has an operator and nothing else, Boggs. He's got to do it, but he can't do it alone in Cloud9. We'll see them against Moon Raccoons, but you will see Immortals versus Andbox in the grand finals of the NSG Renegades tournament.
Cloud9, yes, it came close, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. It doesn't count here in Valorant.